Crowd pop. It is when the crowd is going crazy about a superstar that cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase or a return that took place at Money in the Bank. Very important to note in that video, this video is only about the big crowd pop that happened only in the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So Dolph's cash-in is not going to be featured in this list, including the highs of the century. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view is one of the most exciting pay-per-view of the year. Finally, Big E is Mr. Money in the Bank. I cannot wait to see him cash in and become WWE Champion. WWE, please don't fail him. Now, with all that being said, let's go into the video. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, get comfortable, and yes, I know Money in the Bank is over, and we're all excited for SummerSlam, but let's talk about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view one more time. So here's the 5 biggest crowd pop moment in Money in the Bank history. Number 5. Bayley wins and cash in. In 2019, Bayley won the Money in the Bank ladder match, and that pop she received that night was a needed pop for her character, because since her loss to Alexa Bliss at 2017, the WWE Universe, including me, lost all hope in her and even stopped cheering for her, so that win was great for her. But then later in the night, after Becky successfully defended the title against Lacey Evans and retained her Raw Women's Championship, she immediately defended her SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair and ended up losing. But we all know Charlotte doesn't care about keeping the title. The only thing she cares about is winning it and then losing it immediately so that she can surpass her father and become a 17-time champion. Unfortunately, that's the truth. But just after winning it, came Bayley to cash in on the same night and become the new SmackDown Women's Champion and also the first ever woman Grand Slam Champion. Thank you, Bayley. We really can't wait for your return. We wish you a speedy recovery. Number 4. Alexa Bliss Money in the Bank 2018. In 2018, the goddess of WWE won the Money in the Bank ladder match and cashed in on the same night, making her the first woman to do so, just like Kane being the first man to do that. During the match between Ronda Rousey vs. Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship, came Alexa Bliss to take out Ronda and then delivered a Twisted Bliss on Nia and won the Raw Women's Championship. I'll be honest, I prefer that Alexa Bliss over the current Alexa Bliss. I mean, ask anyone. I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan, but I don't really like the superpowers gimmick stuff, and I'm not really a big fan of the Alexa Playground. Give me your thought on Alexa's current gimmick in the comment down below. I want your opinion on it. Now let's go to number 3. Dean Ambrose in 2016. The 2016 Money in the Bank is considered as one of the greatest Money in the Bank pay-per-view of all time, just because of the main event. The main event featured the WWE Champion Roman Reigns defending his title against Seth Rollins, who made his huge return the previous pay-per-view, which I think, if I remember correctly, was Extreme Rule. Yeah, it was Extreme Rule. The match was amazing, and after the match, Dean Ambrose made our night even better when he cashed in his Money in the Bank contract, which he won early on in the night. The pop Ambrose received when he won his championship was so incredible, and it was something we were all waiting for since the Shield broke up. And he was the only one who hadn't won the title at that point, so it was a very special night to say the least. It's a shame he didn't get a proper long title reign, as he would lose the title a couple of months later at Backlash against AJ. Number 2. John Cena Royal Rumble 2008. Wait a minute. Gotcha. No, it's Money in the Bank 2021. Where John Cena made his big, shocking return. The last time Cena was seen on WWE programming was WrestleMania 36, which was the Firefly Funhouse match. And a year later, after that, between the Roman Reigns vs. Edge match for the Universal Championship, which, allow me to say, was an absolute masterpiece. After the match, Edge and Seth started fighting each other until they got in the back, and which then Roman was difficult to sleep at night. But back to topic. It was the best moment of 2021. I legit can't wait for Roman Reigns vs. Cena at SummerSlam. Everybody was so happy, and that pop was just pure happiness. A decade ago at Money in the Bank 2011, Cena was the most hated guy when he made his way to the ring. Which brings me to number 1. And number 1, CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011. One of the greatest storylines ever produced in WWE, and also one of my favorite storylines ever. That pop Punk received for his entrance, and even throughout the entire match, not a single person wanted Cena to win. Okay, except the kids in attendance, but the pop Punk got throughout his entire match, when he won, and Vince's reaction, everything was special, unique, and in other words, perfect. Everything was storytelling. That was when Punk entered his prime, and one of the reasons why everybody wants to see Punk return, and why even stopped watching when Punk left. But in order for CM Punk to return to the world of professional wrestling, there's only one thing we can do, and that is to subscribe to this channel. And also maybe to like, to leave a comment down below saying CM Punk return confirmed. And also, to make sure he does come back. You can also follow me on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Remember, if you want CM Punk to return, there's only one thing we can do, and that is to subscribe to this channel. So until next time, thanks for watching.